Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Chainlink, a cryptocurrency that I was quite bearish on here throughout that whole move down since November. We talked about this target area here, and of course it seemed very unrealistic up there. Now it was reached here. I made a video when it happened. The target area was reached on the here on the 24th of February. The target area was touched. The 78.6% FIB level was touched. And we have seen a fairly strong reaction to that FIB level. And that is normally what I'm looking for. And there are a few interesting things that are happening here on the chart, which might not be, be very striking in the first point of view. But actually, even though we have made a lower low here, that's not necessarily a bad thing to make a lower low. Of course, a low. If you say the low is in, that normally then is the lowest low. So it could be that this was the lowest low. We have seen a very strong reaction to this Fibonacci level, and also the price after that, after it touched that FIB level, it did move above this red line here at $13.50, and that is the wave A low from July, where the price already came down in July. So we are now above that again. That is a very, very strong support level, or that was. And it has reached, obviously, it has touched the FIB level, the 78.6. It did what it needed to do in the correction. It fulfilled the minimum correction requirements, and we've been waiting for that, and it's been done now, I mean, from now on we could say that the low was potentially in. Now, in fairness, this now depends on the next few days. We need to see how this is developing now, because will this just be another lower high? Then probably the low wasn't in, because then you could again see a lower low. But we need to see what the next low will be like. And I think from there we can then determine more clearly if the low was in. But certainly, as I said, these target areas are not there for fun. As soon as they have been reached, the low could be in. So I'm pretty happy about what the price is doing now, because it has been moving up since that $11.50 level was touched. It has been moved up. It has moved up all the way to 1560 already, 1550. And I mean, it doesn't need to be that the low was in, but it is not too unlikely anymore. And we have seen a fairly strong reaction to that FIB level, so that is positive. We also have this huge descending wedge that you can see here on the chart, within which the price is moving. There is still a lot of space to the upside, but we can also identify here. Can we see a smaller descending wedge within that descending wedge? Let's just try that. No, I don't think so. Well, there might have been one here, but that was broken. So we are already out of that one. So now the price needs to do a few things. We need to see here a higher high, as I said. We need to break the 50-day moving average above at $17.80. We need to break out of this large descending wedge and need to break above this ascending trend line, ideally again. That's coming up here. But starting to look interesting. Chainlink, it's still not, of course, there is no confirmation that the low is in, but we've reached the target area, and we have seen a strong reaction, and we see a bullish crossover on the daily MACD, which is positive as well. And the RSI is also moving up, even though we are still in the bearish range here on the daily RSI. What I like to always take a look at here generally is the EMA ribbon as well. Now on the daily we are still below the EMA ribbon, so we still have a short signal, and you can see how the EMA ribbon on the daily is providing resistance here. But if we go to the shorter time frame, so let's start with the 8-hour chart, you can see that the price is now again at or just above that EMA ribbon, but we haven't seen the EMA's cross yet. So that might be the next step if that continues. On the 4-hour chart we have a long signal just now. This can of course be a fake out, because the lower the time frame, the less reliable these indicators are, or the less long-term meaning they have, at least. But it is certainly a positive signal here. But as I said, on the daily we are not there yet, and also here on the 4-day chart anyway, the EMA ribbon is still quite far away. What I really want to see is on the daily a long signal of this indicator, because typically when that happened here we saw significant upside. Not always, no indicator works all the time, But yeah, when we had one here, for example, in January 21, we moved all the way to new all-time highs. So yeah, the period of underperformance that Chainlink did, really, it was quite weak here over the last few months, could be over now, and we could theoretically move to new all-time highs from here. But we also need to understand that there is still room for further downside. Yeah, so that target area was only touched from above. So we need to be careful. I think at the moment it depends on what the next move for Bitcoin will be. That will probably shift the sentiment into a certain direction in the crypto market. Bitcoin, we talked about two clear scenarios. The first one, my primary scenario, would be still an imminent sell-off. In that scenario, I think we could move again further into the yellow target area and could go down all the way to $6.30. But in the alternative scenario, where Bitcoin could now move up, if it breaks above 46.5K, this unlocks significantly higher prices. In this scenario, Chainlink could have already seen here the absolute low and could move to new all-time highs from here. Yeah, that's my view on Chainlink. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.